Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve. For today's video, I am so sick of opening up my pantry, both of my freezers, and not knowing what the heck to cook for dinner, even though we have all of this food. I feel like we go to the grocery store every 2 weeks, we buy more and more and just fill up our pantry and our freezers and don't really take inventory of what we have and use what we have before we go back to the grocery store. So that has become my challenge for this week, and hopefully it will continue into the next couple of weeks. We can really reduce a lot of the stuff in the pantry and the freezers. So if you are in the same boat as me, I hope that this little challenge that I'm doing will inspire you guys to do it as well. But we are basically going to just be eating through our pantry and our inside freezer, our outside freezer. The only thing that I'm going to buy this week is fresh produce. I'm gonna go to my local little farm stand and just get some fresh stuff. I love to have fresh produce on hand all of the time. We really do eat through that. I love like fresh fruits and veggies all the time. So I think that will help to supplement some of the dinners. And so first things first, I highly recommend you take some inventory of what you have on hand. So last night I went through my pantry, my inside freezer, my outside freezer. I kind of just stood in front of each of those three places for a couple of minutes and jotted down in my notebook some random items that we have on hand, things that I've noticed that have been in there for a long time, or just things that we're not really touching. And it's so helpful to see all of your items on paper, because then you can really like put things together like, oh, this could actually go with this and this can go with this. So highly recommend you make a little inventory list of stuff you already have on hand. So that is what I did last night, and I'm feeling motivated. I'm ready. Let's see what we're gonna cook for dinner tonight. Also, I know myself, by Wednesday, I'm gonna be like, I'm over this, like what's for takeout? But no, we are going to eat what we have, use what we have. I would love to like have an empty pantry and go grocery shopping. Do you know how fascinating that sounds as an almost 30-year-old? I'm also just like sick of spending money on groceries and on takeout when we have so much food at home. We are so blessed to have a full freezer, a full pantry. So you know what? I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh. My quilt is in the wash. Okay, let's focus. Something else that I wanted to recommend to you guys before we get into this video is to, see the items in your freezer or your pantry and go on Pinterest or Google and look up recipes with blank. So I just looked in my pantry, I noticed I have a can of corn, and I was like, oh, maybe I could make like a little corn salad or like a corn salsa, because I have tomato products in the pantry. Definitely utilize the internet as a resource for getting some really good recipes, because that is how you can use up multiple things to clear out your pantry. All right, so for dinner tonight, I pulled out a sirloin steak from the freezer. This has been defrosting all day. And the plan for the steak is to cook that on the grill. It is beautiful out. Surprisingly, it's not too humid, so we're going to grill that tonight. And when I say we, I mean my husband Nick will be grilling that for us tonight. And grilling meat is such a great way to like change up the way that you cook meat. Grilled steak, grilled chicken, I think it's just so much better than your boring old like baked chicken or your pan fried steak. So if you can get out and use your grill, highly recommend. So we are going to be grilling some steak, and then I'm in my pantry, so the lighting is not the greatest, but I'm peeking in here before I head and grab some produce. And I was going to get fresh Jersey corn, and although that sounds delicious, I have multiple cans of corn in the pantry here, and as much as I'd like to get fresh corn, I know it's better for us, probably way less sodium. However, that's not my challenge this week. Give yourself some grace. I am trying to use what I have. So canned corn it is. And then Nick mentioned that he wanted mac and cheese. So we have some good old boxes of Kraft mac and cheese here, or we could do some potatoes, because I do have potatoes on hand, but I'm thinking we're just gonna keep it really easy and we're gonna do some good old mac and cheese. We always have this on hand for us or Claire, quick dinners. So mac and cheese, canned corn, and then I have a bag of onions that is going to go bad here soon. So I think I'm going to fry up an onion. I absolutely love fried onions and mushrooms on my steak. And I don't have any fresh mushrooms, but I do have a can of mushrooms. So I think that's the plan, and an onion and the steak. All right, so that is the plan for Monday's dinner. Night one, I will let you know how everything looks when it's all together. And I forgot to mention that if I follow any recipes throughout this video, I will put all of the details of the recipe in the description box below for you guys. All right, I am home from our local little farm stand. Got my shop local bag. And Phil is very intrigued. Come here. Very intrigued as to what we brought home.
Nothing for you. Nothing good for you. No, you don't like veggies.
Let me get all of this out and I'll show you what I bought. All right, so this is everything that I grabbed at our local little farm stand. It's like a little farmer's market thing. I don't know what the heck you call it. It's like a side of the road building with plants and vegetables and pots and all types of goodies. But these are the goodies that I brought home to last us the next week or so. I got some fresh peaches. You had to buy like their container of them. You couldn't just grab a couple, and I really wanted yellow peaches, so I will eat most of these just as is, but I'm thinking maybe I'll try to do something fun with them, like maybe like a little peach dessert or something this week. So I got those, 2 lemons, a lime, nectarines, I think this is what these are, or a plum. I think this might be a plum, a red onion, jalapeno, 2 green peppers, zucchini, Jersey tomatoes. Oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for you if you love tomatoes and you've never had a Jersey tomato. To die for. I don't know if I mentioned an eggplant, and a sugar baby watermelon. I've never had one of these. Watermelon is Nick's favorite. It's like the only fruit I can get him to eat, so I always grab one. And then I did stop at Wawa and got 2 creamers. This saves us so much money throughout the week. Instead of buying coffee out, we've been making our own coffee and being very good at that. We've been making coffee every morning, and we do go out and get a good creamer. But these are only like 3 something a piece, as opposed to buying a coffee at like 3 something a piece every day. So that is the fresh produce to get us through the week. I have lots of ideas on things that I can use this for, so you'll be seeing that. And we are about to get dinner started here in just a few minutes.
So you want this one?
That's fine, just put the whole thing on, I think. Can you put it down there or no?
I don't really want it to burn. Up here I'll get the smoky.
I think it would burn pretty good. Oh well, that's good. All right, this is dinner tonight. Got the sirloin steak, canned corn, Kraft mac and cheese, good old Kraft mac and cheese that Claire is devouring. Is that good? Mmm. You love it? Yeah, good job. Dinner was so delicious, and I completely forgot about the onions. So, whoopsie. Hey guys, it is Monday night, and I am heading out into our outside freezer. I just spent the last few minutes on the couch, and I looked on Pinterest, best Crockpot recipes, and honestly, it was like almost the first one. It was like a Crockpot chicken pot pie recipe, so that's what I'm gonna try. I read the reviews. It had so many good reviews that people left on the recipe, so we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna do pretty much everything that she recommended, but I might change some of the ingredients. Like, she has frozen vegetables, but I think I'm gonna add in like a can of vegetables, and then she has diced potatoes, and I have frozen diced potatoes, so I'm thinking to just add those in instead of fresh potatoes. So I'm out in my garage freezer looking for chicken breast. I'm pretty sure I have chicken breast. I hope I have chicken breast. I see chicken thighs, but I don't love chicken thighs in the crock pot. Oh no. Chicken breasts. We are in luck. So, gonna let this defrost overnight, and then I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday morning. Claire had us up at 5:30. It's now 7:20, and I feel like I've lived 7 lives already today. So really, I don't want to turn this crock pot meal on till about 9 a.m. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we can eat dinner around like 5, because that's when Nick will get home from work. So my mom is coming here to help out with Claire because I work from home. So just have an extra set of hands is so nice. So while I have some time, Nick hasn't left for work yet, but while I have some time, I'm gonna throw everything into the crock pot and put it in the fridge. And that way at 9 a.m. I can pull it out, stick it on the base, and turn it on low. That is a great hack to like pre-assemble your crock pot meals. Just throw everything in, put it in the fridge, and then you can pull it out and put it on the base so it can start cooking. So I'm gonna flip you guys around and show all of the ingredients for today's recipe. And thank goodness we picked a crock pot recipe today. What are you doing? Thank goodness we picked a crock pot recipe today, because I know by the end of this workday, I am not going to want to cook anything. It's gonna be a long one. Thank God for coffee. All right, so this is a recipe that I'm following from Pinterest. So I will leave all of the ingredients and the entire recipe in the description box below if you want to follow it. I'm not going to show you like measure for each ingredient. I'll just put it down below. But I weighed out some chicken here. I have some spices, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, and let me turn my little kitchen light on. This was such a great recipe to get stuff out of the pantry. I was able to use up 3 cans here. So in the back of my pantry, I actually had this random cream of chicken, a gluten-free cream of chicken, and
I haven't been gluten-free for, oh my gosh, probably a year now. I went gluten-free and got pregnant with Claire, actually. So this was in the back of the pantry, but truly this tastes just the same. So I never got rid of it. So I'm gonna use that for today's recipe. Calls for chicken broth, but I'd rather just use some of my Better Than Bouillon base. She uses a bag of frozen vegetables, but I don't have a bag of frozen mixed vegetables, but I do have green beans. And then Nick loves peas, so we'll throw some sweet peas in there. And in my inside freezer, I did find vegetables that I had cut up. I don't even know when the heck I cut these up, but the carrots are a no-go. I'm gonna toss them. But the celery looks pretty decent still, so I'm gonna throw a little bit of celery in there. And then the last thing that it calls for is 3 potatoes, 3 diced up potatoes. I don't feel like dicing potatoes, and I thought I had potatoes, but they have all types of weird growth on them. So yeah, I'm just gonna try out some hash browns, but I think I might put these in a little bit later. I don't know, I'll have to decide. I don't want them to get like super mush. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
So like I said, I'm going to put mine in the fridge until about 9 a.m. But this is gonna cook on low for 8 hours or high for like 4 to 5 hours. And I gotta put all those ingredients away. I also forgot to share, you're going to need biscuits as well. 16 ounces of Grand's biscuits. I only have crescent rolls, and I think they're expired. Yeah, they're expired, but I recently made expired biscuits in this can like this, and they were completely fine. But I have these 2 things from Aldi, and I've been waiting for a recipe to make them, so those go in at the end. So I'll check in with you once everything's cooked, we get our crescent rolls on, and everything assembled. Hey guys, it is 6:45. We just got back from a family walk, and I actually turned the crock pot on warm at 7 hours. I noticed that the chicken was completely cooked. I pulled it out around the 7-hour mark, shredded it with 2 forks, and put it back in. I didn't want it to overcook, so I would say, depending on your crock pot, of course, but 7 hours on low was perfect for us and for this recipe. And then I have my 2 cans of crescent rolls that I have been holding on to. I've had these in my fridge for months. So we're going to open these up. We're gonna open these up and pop them in the oven, and then I will show you my dish assembled and let you know how the recipe turned out. Hi guys, it is Wednesday. We are running to Walmart tonight and Lowe's for non-food items. We are not buying any groceries. And I said to Nick, so we've been feeding the squirrels out back, and I got them this like squirrel picnic table on our tree. We've been putting corn on there and they love it. It's hysterical. I will have to add in some clips of them eating this corn. It brings us so much joy to watch them, but we need more corn for them, and that's at Lowe's. And right in front of Lowe's is Chick-fil-A. And remember I said to y'all, by Wednesday I'm gonna be over this, but I said to Nick, oh, like we should run to Lowe's and go grab some more of that corn. And he was like, what's right in front of Lowe's? And like gave me those eyes. I'm like, no, I'm doing my challenge this week. We are eating what we have. And I know that by the time we get home from Lowe's and Walmart, I am not going to want to cook because it's going to be close to Claire's bedtime, yada yada. So while I'm waiting for Nick to get home from work, his mom has Claire, so he will bring Claire home. I have some free time. I'm going to whip up dinner. So for dinner tonight, we're gonna have easy peasy nachos with ground beef. So this morning I took out a pound of organic, grass-fed, 93% lean ground beef. And this is super easy to heat right back up. So I am going to cook it now so that it's ready, and then peek in the pantry. Can't think. Gonna peek in the pantry at what kind of toppings we can put on this. This will use up some of the tortilla chips that we have. We can put cheese on this. I don't have sour cream, but we could do cheese. I do have some beans and stuff. I have tomatoes from the produce stand that I went to. So a lot of different things that I can whip up for this. And actually, I have a red onion and I've been dying to make pickled red onions. So I think I'm gonna do like a really quick pickled red onion recipe. Also have pepper in here. I bought a lime at that produce stand so I can squeeze some fresh lime on my nachos. I'm like such a veggie person. I will just like load up my nachos with all types of weird vegetables, whereas my husband is like chips, beef, cheese, sour cream. That's it. And I'm like onions, peppers, lime, tomato, the works, you know? So I can use up so many different things with nachos. Such an easy way to get stuff out of the pantry, out of the fridge.
All right, I got my ground beef going over here on the stove. I want to get one of those mashers. Someone just said that there was a masher at the Dollar Tree for your ground beef. You know, it has like, it's almost like an X on the end and you just mash your beef up. I gotta get one of those because using a spatula just is not it. So yeah, the beef is going, and look at all of these ingredients that I am able to use for nachos. So like I said, I love to load my taco type of dinners up with all types of ingredients. So we're doing nachos tonight. I'm gonna use up our yellow corn tortilla chips, some of the fresh veggies that I got on Monday. We have a thing of cheese in there. I pickled my red onion. This is super simple. You just use equal parts white distilled vinegar and water, put it on the stove with a little bit of salt and sugar, and put it into your jar with your onion. I used half an onion here. I knew I probably wouldn't eat a whole onion, and Nick won't even look at this, so he won't be eating this. And then I had black peppercorns, so I just stuck them in there as well. This is such a simple way to amplify something like a red onion. Then I love black beans. I'll drain and rinse those and sprinkle them on my nachos. Got some mild taco sauce and some salsa con queso. Such a great way to just pull stuff out of your pantry. I almost forgot. I'm also able to get a package of taco seasoning mix out of here as well. All right, guys, here is my nacho plate all assembled. I have my chips, ground beef, cheese, beans, tomatoes, used up some jalapenos. I just fried up some jalapenos with some green pepper. Got some pickled red onions. Got some lime to sprinkle on the top. So excited to eat this. So this is dinner for Wednesday night. Hello guys. It is Thursday afternoon. I know I've been showing you a lot of dinner stuff, but I wanted to just quickly show you my lunch. I am so excited to eat this. I'm using the beans left over from dinner last night, and I wanted like a cold bean salad type of lunch. And I had tomatoes on hand, I had fresh mozzarella on hand, I have some little slices of salami, I've got my pickled red onions, hot peppers. This is kind of like a salad bar in a bowl. Fresh garlic, olive oil, little balsamic, made like a dressing. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to eat this. It even has some fresh parsley from my garden. So I just had to show that to you. Using up what we've got for lunch as well. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm eating this delicious salad. And it's Thursday. And I didn't take anything out of the freezer. Nick FaceTimed me this morning when he got to work, and he was like, have you thought about dinner yet? And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna cook. And he's like, what about Wingstop? As a joke, because he knows that we're doing this challenge this week. And I'm like, no, we are not eating out this week or caving in and ordering, which we really aren't that bad at doing. Like, he's just joking because he knows that I'm really trying to do this. But it's one of those days where I'm just like, I don't know what the heck to have for dinner tonight. And it's 12:30. And I didn't take anything out of the freezer. And everything that I did mention to Nick, he's like, I don't want that. I don't want that. It is so challenging every single day as like the person that is like the cook of the house, or, you know, like I'm just like, I'm the mom, and I normally am the one who like navigates dinner. Maybe the roles are reversed in your house, but that's just how it is here. Nick cooks his fair share, but normally I'm the one who like thinks up dinner and cooks and all of that good stuff. And it is annoying. Like, I wish I appreciated this more as a child. My mom cooked dinner almost every single night, and oh, I was so blessed to not have to think about this every single day. I'm like, what are we gonna have for dinner? What are we gonna have for dinner? All right, it's Thursday night. The last I checked in with you, I had no idea what to cook for dinner. I just pulled some bacon out of the freezer. I'm gonna run this under some hot water, try to do a quick defrost, and we're just gonna have good old breakfast for dinner. Such a good type of meal to make when you're in a pinch. You don't know what to cook.
Maggie's
Good,
dying.
Maggie? Are you okay? But yeah, such a easy meal idea. Don't really need to defrost too much stuff. Like if you have pancake mix in the pantry, eggs. I'm gonna whip up some bacon like I said, so let's get rolling.
with breakfast for dinner tonight. Nick wanted 2 eggs, and the easiest way to make eggs without having to fuss with them on the stovetop is to get a pan that is, of course, oven safe, and you can just crack your eggs in there and stick them in the oven. I usually do like 350 for maybe like 6 minutes, and they come out so great every time, super easy. Nick wanted eggs with his dinner, so a super easy way to whip up eggs, if you have a pan that is oven safe, you can spray your pan, crack your eggs into it, just stick it in the oven. I believe the oven was on 350, and this was about like 8 minutes, and the eggs come out perfect every time. Do you approve? How are the waffles? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give them? What do you think? Would you give it a 6? Or would you give it a 10? 10. Perfect. Okay, great. Bacon got a little bit crispy, but that's okay.
That's perfect.
Okay, good.
You finally learned how to cook bacon.
Oh, stop. Let that drain or dry out or whatever the heck.
Rest.
Get some of the rest. Rest your bacon. Let all the grease off of it.
You patty cake it.
Okay. Oh, watch your hand, Nicholas. No joke, these are like the best waffles I have ever made. Even though it's not like homemade mix or anything, but they are really good. You're right, Claire. 10 out of 10. Yes, 10 out of 10. Hey guys, so this was Friday night, and unfortunately Friday night was so overwhelming for our family. Maggie, our older dog, ended up in the emergency vet, and if you know our history with Bryce, we were so full of anxiety with Maggie being at the emergency vet, but she is home, she is doing well, and yeah, we still had dinner at home. It was a good thing we ate dinner at home all week this week because our emergency vet bill, yep, we needed to eat dinner at home this week, and more to come on that. Guys, it is Sunday and I'm about to post this video this week, but I figured I would show this really quick because I haven't uploaded the video yet. So I just wanted to show you another thing that I whipped up at home this week. So I had a bunch of peaches left over from the beginning of the week. I had to buy that big basket of them, so I decided to make a peach crumble. I will try to leave the recipe down below. I haven't tasted this yet. Hoping it's really good. I'll write a little comment on the screen letting you know how I rate it or if I would make it again. But This looks so delicious. I've been craving vanilla ice cream with like a peach crumble type of situation on top. And we have a Ninja Creamy, so I got, this has been freezing for quite a few days. We had an unexpected, really rough weekend, so thank God Maggie is okay, my little baby dog. She is recovering well, but yeah, we had an unexpected rough weekend, so I didn't get to eat this on Friday night like I had hoped. But yeah, I whipped this up with my creamy. I love having this thing. It is a little bit pricey. You can score them at Kohl's for a great deal. I think I got mine for like $125, which is very cheap for them. And homemade ice cream. Cheap. Oh, this thing has paid for itself already in the price that we would have paid for ice cream. I'm not even joking. Ice cream is so expensive. Okay, so let me assemble this and I'll show you my little homemade dessert. You can see it like steaming. I just got this out of the oven, but so good with the vanilla ice cream. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat this. I'm gonna sit down, watch some Harry Potter, and enjoy the rest of my night. Hey guys, so I am closing out this video. I'm editing it. You're just leaning against my laptop. I don't have my tripod or anything. So super informal ending, but I wanted to just share with you guys this video and how inspired I feel to continue doing this challenge, eating through our pantry and our freezer to save money. And you know, eating out can be so expensive, and it just makes me want to be more intentional with cooking and how I'm spending my money on food. I'm feeling really frugal. Like I don't want to go to the grocery store this week. I want to continue to eat through our freezer and our pantry. I've got Phil here with me, like hardcore snuggling me. Yeah, so I just really am feeling inspired by this challenge that I did. I hope it gives you guys some motivation to try it as well. And let me know if you like these types of videos. I don't normally do these types of videos on my channel, but it was super fun to film, and knowing that I was going to share this challenge with you made me take it like very serious. I was like, I am not eating out. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I do have a kitchen declutter and organize video coming very soon. I've been working on that. And yeah, if you want to see any more type of like cooking stuff or food challenges, or yeah, whatever you guys are interested in seeing, let me know down below in the comments, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.